Hi guys, it's Kailas Novels here with Anxiety Journal Day 2. Sorry it is late guys. I've just had a very busy few days, or should I say hours. Previously on our last video, we touched on things about what anxiety feels like, what experiences you might get, what do you do when symptoms start to develop, and we spoke about the stages, which is noticing them, listening to them, check if they're a threat or not. Take positive action. We also touched on anxiety epidemics, the digital age, take part, acceptance, surrounding yourself with warmth, a simple calming exercise, and triggers. So if this is your first time tuning in, you can check my videos out from part 1 to part 4. At the end of this as well, there will be a subscription link, so please make sure you subscribe. Okay, so the quote for today is, "The greatest discovery of my generation is that a human being can alter his life by altering his attitudes of mind." What do you think this means? I think that it means that we are in charge. We hold the key in changing our lives. However, we need to have a positive look on it to make it happen. You guys can tell me what you think. I would love to hear from you guys to know exactly what you think. How do I think we get here or there? By making sure that each time we do something that is challenging for us and succeeds us, we must make sure we hold on to that. Keep on to that positive look on yourself for doing something you thought you wasn't able to do. How would we keep that? Always tell ourselves that we are strong and we can do it. Find a positive word that helps you or quotes you as a person. The next thing I want to talk about is women who suffer from anxiety. Obviously, I said last time about men. Briefly, I touched on that with it. But for women's perspective, we need to understand that women are known to have a stigma that is said to be that we are less strong or being a girl. These all can lead to actions to an anxious reaction for us, making us feel frightened and anxious. We need to never mind the sexist implications of attempting to insult a man by associating with supposedly feminine tendencies. So, for example, say as if a guy is sensitive and we turn around and we go, "Oh, you're being so feminine right now." It is quite, it's discrimination. And it isn't nice to discriminate people. So we have to be careful how we word our things and make sure that we realise and understand that everything we say to somebody has an impact on them. We may not realise it, but it does. How people view you. Okay, so how people view anxious people. So people who are anxious, this is for you, and people who don't suffer from anxiety, this is a key thing you need to listen to. So I hope you actually understand this. When you're anxious or showing that you are anxious or being open with the fact of it, people tend to make negative assumptions about the kind of person you are. As we know, life with anxiety can be, in its own fact, difficult. So think about this. People that have anxiety are often blessed with personality traits that non-anxious people are. So this is for you people who suffer from anxiety. You are known to be more sensitive, creative, imaginative, responsive, and intuitive, and contribute a great deal to the world that is valuable. We can be people who are artists, writers, actors, musicians, inventors, therapists, psychologists, healers, doctors, and many, many more. But most of these perspectives are perspectives and aware. And what people would call anxious is not actually a bad thing. Hay fever. Anxiety alchemy. As we know, anxiety is described negatively and derogatorily. These labels are not helpful and are very insensitive. They don't help you to under the chronic anxiety that is very difficult to live with, but we must not let it damage our self-esteem. How negative descriptions, I will say, can be placed with positive traits. So, for example, if you consider your personality, your anxiety, write it down and add a description that you would change it with a positive remark. So, for example, mine is worried. I would say that I'm a very attentive to detail. I'm hyper energetic and I get frightened, which means I'm very careful. However, when you are doing this, make it implement optimistic viewpoints to your daily life involving others' attitudes or yourself that get you down. Another quote that I would like to say is, as a man thinks, so does he become. Every man is a son of his own word. What would you say that means? I would like to know. Please, guys, leave comments. I really would like to know. I'll leave that one for you guys to think. So that is what I had done my merits on for this video, for the anxiety journal. I, however, would like to talk about chapter 5. The last time I spoke to you, I just done it. I would love to know what you guys think about it. Chapter 6 is out as well. And bad news, that one's quite sad and emotional. And tonight I will be doing chapter 7. So I really would like to know what you guys think. After Venus, I'm going to be introducing my next book, which is not really got a name per se, but it's a crime one. So if you're into crime, it would be the best book for you to read. Also as well, I'm on YouTube now, Kailas Novels. As you know, I'm on Instagram, which is Kailas_novels_1518, and my Wattpad account, which is Kayla Johnson 0. So please, guys, read my book. Like and follow me, subscribe and like me, and feel free to message me anytime. I will get back to you with any questions or queries you have, any tips on anything. And the next book that I will be conquering will be The Mindfulness of Parenthood. I have actually read the first 3 chapters and I think that book is very good. So, yep, I definitely will be looking into it. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your night. Goodbye, and I shall see you soon.